Hello! Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. All the above. We're back. I'm John.
And I'm Sierra.
And this is And They Were... What?
And They Were Readers.
Thank you. Cue the festive intro.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
We read books.
We read books.
Really good books.
We're back with another wrap-up. I'm genuinely so excited about this one.
Me too.
This one's gonna have a little bit of twist. This is something that I purchased for myself. Out of genuine curiosity, maybe solidarity, who knows?
Who knows?
And where did it go?
Put it on,
I put it on the floor. So this is what we like to call a tens machine.
Are you familiar?
Are you familiar?
Whoa.
We are. It is used as like a muscle stimulator, but what people on the internet use it for
Where we are
is to simulate period cramps.
So, I am a cis woman who experiences periods.
Mm-hmm.
I am one of the many people around the world who experience cramps once a month. And I have been talking about this with John since we were 14.
Yeah.
You know, it came up really early in our friendship.
Correct. We lads.
Yeah. And, I don't think he ever really understood what was happening in there. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
I wasn't built to.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
So there was a period simulation video that popped off on the internet. I don't know if it actually popped off. It was in my sphere.
Popped off in our realms.
In our realms.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I genuinely want to know if that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Or if both sides, people who do have periods putting it on and saying like, it's not that bad. And then people who don't have periods putting it on and be like, and like suffering.
Yeah. Exactly that.
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
You think I'm exaggerating or being dramatic?
No.
So we did it the other night, okay? For preface.
Yeah.
For preface?
For science. To test it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I put it on myself.
Yep.
And he put it on himself.
Yep.
Where, like, my ovaries are, I guess. Like, we put the little pads there.
Yeah.
We put it up to 10, and I was like, oh, this feels like, like some cramps. Like, this is not, like, my worst day. I would go to work with this. It's not my favorite, but, like, sure, I'll do yoga. And my good friend here was struggling to speak.
So, let me explain. First, we put it on, my stomach, and and I was like, it's not great, but it's not great.
Put it here that it was fine.
Yeah.
And then it was here.
That's true. We put it where my ovaries would have been. And then we decided to move them where we saw in the video that we were referencing. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was like, I am out of commission. I don't want to move. I would rather do anything than try to move my body right now. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do our wrap up. And with every book I talk about, we're going to increase it a level. And I think that means to get to 10, we have to start at level 2, because I think I have 8 books.
Okay, great. 2's going to be nothing. It
2
feels like a tickle.
It's going to start so chill. Mm-hmm. I want you to know I'm already sweating thinking about getting to 10.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
No, it's fine.
We spent like 45 minutes one night doing this.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through the whole thing, and I was like, it's not constant like this. Like, typically... Too much information, maybe? Here it is. 45 minutes of cramping at, like, a level 8 is kind of typical for me. So we, did this, and then 4 days later, I did, in fact, get my period, and we saw each other that day, and I was like, I know the numbers of where I'm at today. That's super helpful.
That's cool, yeah.
So, if I was not doing well, I could be like, John, I'm actually, I'm at an 8, but, in real life, and it's bad.
Yeah. And I could be like, okay, I know exactly what an 8 feels like for me.
Yeah.
Let me get you something.
Yeah, exactly. Which, an 8 for me, that day, I was probably at a 6 all day, and I was cooking and taking care of kids, and, I was, fine. Playing a basketball game.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was at, and so it'll be fun to tell you what number he's at, and, kind of...
Yeah.
The different things that I'd be doing in a typical day.
And my goal will be to not let it disrupt the conversation about the books I'm talking about. No promises to be made there.
And I will not be putting it on today, because...
She's having some gastrointestinal issues.
Yeah, my stomach's not doing well, and so we don't want that.
Yeah.
But also, like, I know what the numbers are. I've done it with him already,
Yeah.
so I have done it. Don't worry.
She basically explained to me that she could have a lethal fart that will smoke us out of the house.
You can't tell people that. You can't tell people that. You can't tell people that.
And I decided that I would rather do the TENS machine by myself than have that be our reality. So yeah, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put it on. Sierra's gonna help because she. Where does it go? It was like here. Yeah.
We can't show this on camera.
Don't look. I'm kidding. No, don't look.
And then it cuts.
So demanding. Okay, are we sure that's where it's? I thought it was higher. We'll test.
It was below your belly button.
Okay.
But right next to your belly button.
Oh, and before we did it like down,
yes,
down. You're right.
Down, and a merry-go-round.
It's not merry-go-round.
What is it?
It did earlier rounds.
Today years old.
That's crazy. Okay.
So he's at a 4 right now.
I'm just doing this for testing and making sure they're both working.
Are they both working?
Right now I can only feel the right one, but that was a thing before, and then it would like switch. Yeah. I think my right. No, they're both on. Okay. Okay, we're good to go.
4 to 5 was a big jump.
4 to 5 was a big jump, and it hurt more than I remembered. 10 is gonna be scary.
John was sweating last time.
Yeah, and I'll be sweating again. No shame in it. Okay, I'm at a 2.
Okay.
How many books do you have?
I have periods normally.
How many books do you got?
7.
Okay, I'm gonna do this in order of reading.
Of reading, yeah.
Of reading. Okay, so first I picked this up at a new coffee shop that opened in our town. I picked this up at
Our town?
Our town.
Emily. You'll get that reference.
Cool. And I was in there for coffee. I was looking around, taking in the sights, and then I saw this little bookshelf, and obviously that's where I'm gonna be. And they had some used books, and I was the first person to purchase a used book in the shop. I went up to the counter and I was like, "How much is this?" And they look at each other and they're like, $5? And I go, "Okay." Yeah. And that book was The Pearl by John Steinbeck. It's a Steinbeck that I'd never heard of before. And
Probably
it's
for a reason. Well,
subtle foreshadowing. And it was really short and like quick to read, but it's also Steinbeck, so it wasn't like super smooth to read.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's true about the East of Eden? Is it East of Eden or the East of Eden?
I think it's just East of Eden.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel that way about East of Eden?
I think because East of Eden is so long, in longer books, you have more time to accommodate yourself and like acclimatize to...
Acclimatize? Who are you?
All the wrong words.
Yeah, okay.
To the writer's like writing style in that specific book. So by page like 100-ish, I was ready to be like, okay, I know exactly how John is writing here.
Gotcha. Stop doing that.
What do you mean?
Actually keep doing it.
His name is my name. This land is your land. What? Okay. No, go for it.
I was going to say I really liked Of Mice and Men, but I felt the same way about the writing style.
Correct. And since it's so short, you probably didn't have time to get into a flow with Steinbeck's writing. Yeah, to accommodate. So the back of it says, like his father and grandfather before him, Kino is a poor diver gathering pearls from the gulf beds that once brought great wealth to the kings of Spain and now provide Kino, Juana, and their infant son with meager subsistence. Then, on a day like any other, Kino emerges from the sea with a pearl as large as a seagull's egg, as perfect as the moon. With the pearl comes hope, the promise of comfort and security. So this is based on a Mexican folktale. Our story takes place in Mexico in like the colonial era. Mm-hmm. And so Kino and Juana are part of a native, like indigenous Mexican village that live on the ocean. And the like Spanish colonial town is just like more inland. They dive for pearls. That's kind of where they get their money. And one day Kino's diving, he finds the biggest pearl. And it's like, this pearl is going to change our life. However, to sell the pearl, you have to go into town and deal with the colonizers who are going to lie to you and take advantage of you.
I don't like.
So it's kind of like a cautionary tale. It's kind of like a, not like a be careful what you wish for thing, but it's like with great power comes great responsibility. Like the pearl shows up and things start to go wrong, right? It's like people are trying to steal from you, people are trying to lie to you, trying to extort you, and you also get this sense of paranoia. It's like constant hiding, constant moving around in the dark, and then you're also dealing with the fact that the Spanish and colonizers in general will take advantage of the indigenous populations, and it's like, oh, you don't speak our language, you don't really know how our money works, so like we're just gonna lie to you and say that like this pearl actually isn't all that good, and you can't sell it for that much. It's kind of fake, you know. And like you like talk to any of the pearl vendors in this town, and they're gonna say like, yeah, it's not worth much, and it's all the pearl vendors work for the same person. They're all in cahoots. That's the vibe.
Not much has changed.
Not much has changed.
Whoa.
I think it was fine. It was just fine. I understand why I had never heard of it before. Not to say don't read it. Like there's definitely nuggets in there for someone, just not necessarily for me. There's other Steinbecks that I need to read, like Grapes of Wrath I still haven't read. And there's another one that I saw recently that I need to add to my list. But anyway, that is The Pearl by Steinbeck. I think I gave it like a 3. It's like right there in the middle. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read another Steinbeck.
Ever? You haven't even read East of Eden. Sorry for my voice doing that.
All right, my book is Flesh.
Ah!
The picture will show up because I didn't bring it.
No, I'm going to grab it.
Okay, so I've already talked about this extensively. It has won the Booker Prize this year.
Correct.
We have a vlog.
Yep.
I need to watch it. I'm curious as to what I said. No, you put it out right after I filmed it, so like, it felt. I understand. I'm sorry.
Continue.
My thoughts on it a few weeks later is that it was good.
Okay.
Like, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. This is like when you have to go to a birthday party with someone you really hate and then say something nice about them.
I like your shoes.
It's like you have really good character.
I'm curious if other books have done this type of thing better, and I'm just not as well read. So that's where I'm like, I do like this. I think Standing Alone in a Vacuum with Me and the book, it's good.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the, not the writing style as much, but I enjoyed, let me speak.
No, you're doing good. It's
No,
just
I'm
like,
not.
No, you're not.
But like, I did better in the vlog. Watch the vlog.
You did do better in the vlog.
I think because a few weeks later, I don't feel excited about it anymore.
Okay.
I don't need him to read it.
Interesting. I mean, I want you to read like maybe one or two. Oh, you have other Booker Prize nominees.
I read
and
them all the time.
Yeah, and do you think other ones should have would have deserved it? If you were a judge, you wouldn't have voted for Flesh to win.
That's not necessarily true.
Well,
I think that it's choices and the way that the writing style came across for the voice of the main character
Istvan
was impressive.
Okay.
That his character voice was the same from the beginning to the end of the book.
Okay.
He aged, he learned, but his tone and his attitude towards things were very similar across the board. And an event that happened in the first chapter really did shape the trajectory of his life.
Okay.
And that is true for most humans, is that the decisions that you make or that are made for you, or the things that happen to you, do shape part of your life.
Yeah.
And if you never face it or reconcile with it, it will control you more than you can control your own narrative. And I think it does a really good job of portraying what happens when you aren't fully honest with yourself about how your childhood shaped your adulthood.
The emotional roller coaster you took me on, because you sent me from I'm not going to try to read this book anytime soon to and now I want to read it next.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thanks. That's Flesh. If you check out my story graph, maybe you'll see it coming up soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, your next book. You gotta up to
We're up to 3.
Whee!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 3. 3's fine.
3's fine.
3's fine.
Does it tingle?
It tingles.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you did. Oh, I do own this, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it on my shelf today.
You need to do an inventory of your bookshelf.
Video?
This is Atonement by Ian McEwan, similar to the book Sierra just talked about, Flesh. I talked about this book in our vlog, so go check that out. It was shortlisted, or did it win? I don't know. It was definitely shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2001. I did enjoy this book. It deals with the whole untrustworthy narrator kind of vibe that like Great Gatsby kind of goes through and things like that. We follow a family. Our main character is Bryony, who is...
Sorry, I'm laughing because our teacher one time told us that
we
Nick
couldn't trust...
Carraway was an unreliable narrator, and it shook our world.
It really did.
And we said, what do you mean we can't trust him?
Yeah, I was like...
And now we're searching for unreliable narrators
Correct.
everywhere. In books, in our lives.
I was unaware that you could write a book and lie to me. That doesn't seem fair.
I was unaware that like humans in our normal conversation could lie to us. And then I was like...
Oh, so innocent.
Thank you. And I was like, wait a second. It all could be lies.
It all could be lies. It all could be lies. Maybe we're lying to you right now. We're not.
We're not.
We're not.
We're as truthful as we are with you as we are with ourselves right now. That's as truthful as one can get, I think.
Yeah, this is unfiltered. Okay, so we're in 1935. It's like pre-World War II. We have Bryony, who's the youngest daughter of Cecilia. There's a whole cast of characters. Other like family members come to the house. I've talked about it before. I will say that, and I mentioned this before as well, and this is still my favorite thing from the book, there is something really impressive about writing from so many different perspectives and then having one intense culminating moment when they all come together and you have the background of every character and you're just waiting to see how all these different perspectives collide over a dinner table. And...
It's like your life. Sorry. You're going to have to cut that, I think.
Anyway, and it's usually, and this is similar to the book I'm reading right now, Evenings and Weekends, and is similar to The Great Gatsby, it's always amplified by the fact that it's hot. The environment is hot. So it's like it's really hot and like the mom talks about it's too hot to have meat, so we should have a salad. Like that's something that she's concerned about. So it's all these tensions are amplified and then it's like people are quite literally hot and bothered in the room. What's going to happen? What's going to unfold? And in this book, a decision unfolds that changes the trajectory of everybody's life for the rest of their lives.
Well,
should
I read it?
Yeah.
Soon?
Okay.
That's good to know. Maybe a summer book.
Yeah, I can move, but I don't want to like move. I guess I can move the whole thing.
Get up.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh.
And if I ever said that to you when you're on your period,
I think you have.
Yeah, get up. You're fine. Actually, calm down.
That's funny. Okay, so my book is When I Sing Mountains Dance by Irene Sola.
And I can almost promise you it's not Irene.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so this is a book written in Catalan.
Correct.
That was translated into English.
Correct.
And this is a book John read. In our last wrap-up, he talked about it.
Yep.
So for his thoughts, go there. For my thoughts, so let's see if I remember them.
You can hold that.
I loved this book.
Yeah.
I started it.
Okay.
And I was like, what kind of...
No, yeah.
Crazy...
What kind of acid trip are we on?
Yeah. I was like... I need something a little bit more grounding right now. But then...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understand why this book is translated into so many different languages. It's brilliant. This is another one of... Go ahead.
I'm surprised you heard me. That sounded like a steak. All I got was the S. I was going to say somebody in the comments recommended it to us. To me, well, to us. I read it. And
Hey, I think the 3 is hitting you.
No, I think I'm nervous for the 10. Someone in the comments recommended it, which made me read it, and then I made her read it. That's all I was going to say. So thank you to the commenter. Continue.
Yeah. Thank you. And what was I going to say? This is one of those stories where you're following different characters and then you realize how they're connected. And I did love the chapter about the roe deer.
Yeah, you did.
I loved that chapter.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
There were times when I would start a chapter and I was like, and I'm back on the acid trip.
Yeah.
And then I would finish the chapter and be like, that's where we were in time. That's who we were talking with. Those are the characters. But there'd be so many names and places and things that I was like, I don't really know what's happening. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that I just had to trust the process.
Yep.
After a while, I just started a chapter being like, well, I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it was so good.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And sometimes the chapters aren't from the perspective of a character. Sometimes it's from the... I need a burp. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Sometimes...
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes it's from the perspective of something in nature. So that roe deer we talked about, while it does appear in a character's chapter, it also has its own chapter. And you're reading
that's
from the roe deer's
perspective. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Yeah. But they don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was beautifully done.
Yeah.
It was very impressive to me.
Yeah, experimental in the best ways.
In the best ways.
Yeah.
I haven't read a novel like it exactly.
Yeah.
And I like that. And that's it. That's all I'm going to share right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
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 We're on to our next book, so we're going up a level.
Oh.
Why am I stuck?
Oh, no, be careful.
It's fine. No,
we don't want it to
No, I know. I wasn't going to move.
Okay. I feel like that's what our arguing is.
That's really it in a nutshell. We're going up to level 4. Ready? 3, 2, 1. nothing happened.
Oh.
Yet. No, it happened. But, like, yeah, no, I'm feeling it. It's just, like,
Oh,
I'm always expecting, like, a bzzz, and it's never that.
It's like that, I think, from 7 or 6 to 8.
No,
6
yeah.
to 8, I was like, because I went up by 2s last time. 2s?
Okay. My next book is The Vegetarian by Han Kang.
I'm so glad you read this.
I am also glad I read it.
I thought you already talked about it on the channel.
I talked about it in the book haul. And I did honestly kind of go into a little bit of a wrap up because I was so excited.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
I remember.
I bought this in New York City, and I read it shortly after. I don't know why I did that.
It was really funny.
So this follows basically there's a woman, and she has a dream, and she wakes up and she decides she's gonna stop eating meat. And from that point on, there's like the fallout of how that decision and her new life interacts with the people around her, whether it's her husband or her sister or her parents. So we follow the story, and it feels slightly disjointed, and you might feel a little bit lost. But I realized at the end of the book that all of the emotions I was feeling and the way I was reacting to the things that people were saying and the way they're interacting with our main character were the correct emotions that I was supposed to be feeling. And then when I finally closed the book, I had this aha moment, and I was like, that's the whole point, you know? Like, if you've ever seen The Good Place, when they realize, like, this is the bad place, that's how I felt.
What?
It's okay, you won't get it.
Okay.
But it was basically this big aha moment, and I was like, I get it now. It all makes sense. It is, like, at its core, a really good piece of feminist literature. And I would say if you have read Hong Kong before, you know that she isn't always, like, straight to the point. She's trying to give you an experience. And an experience this was indeed. And I enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. Halfway through the book, like, this is one of the books that I got halfway through, and I was like, I don't understand the hype. I really don't get the hype. I closed the book, and I said, the hype is warranted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite from her.
Oh, no.
Because I really enjoy Greek lessons.
I actually think it's quite literally my least favorite.
Whoa. Oh, and you did say that, but you said that I would like it more than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually stand by that.
That's true. I would say I've read 3. I would put Greek Lessons, Vegetarian, Human Acts.
Oh, I loved Human Acts.
Human Acts is good, but the only emotion I felt was sad. That's I felt.
True. It's the saddest I've ever felt in a book. And I haven't read
A Little Life. Yeah,
I was going to say,
I can't say that,
so
but it was close.
Like, I remember reading it and being like, oh my, how is it doing this to me? It's so little.
Yeah, and I kept thinking it'll get better, and it never did.
And it did not.
It's just always.
Which I think is sometimes good for a book to be
I
real.
agree. It was like, this is the reality of that's a different book. We're not talking about that. Anyway, The Vegetarian by Han Kang. Next.
All right, and
You got it. You're so good. You're so fine. Try not to fart.
No, I'm trying to center myself.
Okay.
Are you trying not to fart? The next book I read was Simply More by Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
And I have spoken about it already. Yeah. Similarly to John, I said, here's a book I've hauled.
Yeah.
And actually, I read it already, and this is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So it is a nonfiction book by Cynthia Erivo, she is the people's Elphaba, right? Yeah. So she is, now I have seen Wicked 2, since that video came out.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Yep. Wicked 4, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we have not talked about my favorite scene yet.
No, we haven't.
So,
okay.
And it's been like a long time.
I know, we haven't discussed it.
Yeah. Anyway, this book is a nonfiction about her journey, going through life, walking through the doors that were there for her, facing challenges that she didn't know why she was facing them or what they would lead to. And a decade before she was cast as Elphaba, she learned the music to Wicked. Mm-hmm. And the music was her safe place in a very difficult season. It was the music she would run to with a pianist and herself amidst some of the toughest times in her preparation as an actress. And she had no idea that she'd be Elphaba because no one like her has ever been Elphaba at the time. Now it's different, but like at the time, she had no one to look to who could have said, yeah, you can be Elphaba. And I think the way that she writes feels, and I actually don't know if it's a ghostwriter or not, to be honest. There's no way to know. Regardless, there is a level of transparency in the book where you are getting a person who has done so much work on themselves that they feel so open and genuine, like genuine is the word I can use, that it makes me want to lean into my most genuine self. And it was just really beautiful. My words on it in the book haul are my freshest words, and so I want to just leave those there. I don't want to repeat everything that I said. But I definitely recommend it if you like Wicked. I recommend it if you have ever felt like maybe I don't fit into the molds that exist, or like I love being creative and pursuing things that feel risky. This is a really good book to help you reflect on some of those things and how to show up as your most true self in a space. I think being a mixed kid in the United States, it can be really easy to code switch and show up as versions of myself in different spaces, to the point where sometimes it gets lost in the sauce as to what my truest self is. And I've figured that out for myself, and I now know who my true self is, but it definitely took a long time. And so I think regardless of like what your background is, or like where you're at, or if you're creative or if you're not, like I think that it could be really helpful in reflecting on some of those things.
Nice.
It was really beautiful.
Good.
All right, you're going up.
I know. I was kind of hoping you were going to keep talking, because I was like, the longer she talks, the longer
the harder I fall. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we're going up to 5.
Okay.
Okay. And we feel it. And it's there. Okay. But we're still okay. It's just a little disgusting. It's fine. It's fine.
You bought it?
Hey, don't judge me. I have a problem. It's also beautiful. Okay.
It is. The reason why I'm judging him is because I know he listened to it on audiobook.
Yeah.
Because we share.
And you know what? I'm listening to Ace of Spades, and it's already on my shelf.
Right. It's also way longer than I thought it was.
It's so much longer than I thought it was.
I was expecting to see like 9 hours, and
No,
it's like 14.
14 hours, but I'm having a great time.
Oh, good.
So this is The Dutch House by Ann Patchett. Why did you read this book, John, or listen to it? I'm so glad you asked. I was doom scrolling Libby one day at the gym, as one does.
Yeah, I've done that.
And I was like on the stair stepper, and I was like, I can't believe I can't find a book that I own that I want to read. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Not me having the same experience of doom scrolling on Libby.
Yeah, I'm like, and I want to be available now. I don't want to wait.
Yeah. I'm like, I need a book now.
Correct.
And everything is a 6-week wait.
Yes, yeah. Because the way our economy runs, I should get what I want right now. You know, that's what we've been taught. Anyway.
Sorry.
I was scrolling, and I clicked on it because I recognized the cover, because this book also shows up on the New York Times Top 100 list.
It does?
It does. And when I clicked on it, I saw the name Tom Hanks, and I was like, Tom Hanks? He didn't write it. He narrates the book. Mm-hmm. Lovely. I said sold. You got me.
I said sold.
Mr. Tom Hanks, the man who has 7 roles in the Polar Express.
He has 7 roles?
7 roles.
That's why you wanted us
Correct.
to watch it.
So, this is The Dutch House. I had Tom Hanks tell me the whole story. Lovely time. My abs are doing the thing where it like...
Okay, his abs hop. I don't know why. My stomach doesn't do it, but his abs will like...
It stopped.
Like jump, like jumping beans.
Yeah. The TENS machine makes my abs go like... Blah, 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 blah. It's
and
weird.
It's so funny.
It's good now. It'll happen. As it increases, it'll continue to happen more. So this book was a finalist. Oh, I guess the author was a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize. And
I'm glad you can keep track, because Lord of Mercy, I can't.
This book, we cover a family. I don't remember the names, but I'll find out for you right now. Danny and Maeve are the children. Cyril is their father, and they live in this big house that's called the Dutch House. It's this mansion that the father purchased when he got into the construction business, the real estate business, after the war. Near the beginning of the book, this woman comes in, and we're like, who is she? Ends up marrying the father. She brings her 2 kids in, and then there's this whole thing, and then it ends up kind of how I imagine The Goldfinch to be, because I haven't read it, where like the painting is a very central point in the story.
It is.
The house is a central part in the story. I don't think this is a spoiler. The woman comes in, and eventually the father dies, and she basically tries to kick the kids out of the will, because she's like signed all the contracts to like, you know, have all the possessions from the father. It kind of becomes a story of like, what are you living for?
What do you die for?
Yes.
What
And like,
was it all for?
what are your motives? Because there's a point where it feels like one of the characters is fully living their lives out of revenge and like trying to get even, and then we follow them like all the way from childhood to pretty like late adulthood, and it's just like this one act that this woman, the stepmom, chose to carry out has really altered the course of their life. Like, Danny, our main character, kind of goes to school and studies things based off of how to best get back at the stepmother. That's all I'll say. But it like really does seep into all the decisions they make as they grow up. And it's like, at what point do you let go? At what point do you forgive? And at what point do you start to live for yourself? So it was good. I think I'd probably give it like a 3.75 or a 4. I really did enjoy Tom Hanks reading it to me.
I listened to The Mad Wife by Megan Church.
You did?
I did. So, for context, I own Flesh. I own Simply More. I ordered? That's not the right word. Thank you. Borrowed When I Sing Mountains Dance from Libby.
Yep.
From our local library, and read that digitally. And then I listened to The Mad Wife from our library.
Got it.
Okay, so what you doing?
It turned off.
Oh, probably because it was too long.
Yeah, nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. go fast.
Go ahead, yeah.
So The Mad Wife follows a wife who's talking through the changes in the neighborhood, and, you know, as people are coming into her home, as she's hosting, what life is like. And I thought it was going to be very similar to Claire Kilroy's Soldier Sailor. There we go.
Yeah.
Soldier Sailor. Where I was going to be pretty mad out the gate of how people were being treated, or how exhausting this is without support, etc. It was not. I did not get upset.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead, this story takes a turn. Oh, I was supposed to look that up before this video.
Do we know where we are?
That's a good question. I want to say the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, in the United States.
Okay.
I want to look this up before I say it.
Okay.
What is that called?
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This too shall pass. We will survive this. We will get through this together. And it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to stick with me.
So you're just like living your life, whatever. She has children. She's doing a great job. She's a great mom. You think that like the other shoe's gonna drop. She has what seems to be a mental breakdown. And it. Is that your tummy?
No, not making the noise, but it do be
is this?
dancing. It's the bookshelf a little bit because I'm reacting to the tummy,
yeah.
and also I think the neighbors.
I want to talk about it so bad.
Go for it.
Okay, basically there's a trend in the 50s that husbands would do that would affect their wives. And it brings it up in the third act. And I think it was fun to learn about this and heartbreaking to realize that this was happening.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So I thought it was going to be like this wife who goes crazy and kills her husband.
Oh.
Did you not think that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Like based off the title? Like
Yeah,
The Mad Wife?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be more like commentary, like she's like mad under the surface, but it won't explode. Because that's like what everybody predicts.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't skip.
Don't skip. Yeah.
When I say that, put it like something
Help!
like
Can you check? I'm gonna pee.
You're gonna pee?
It's making me want to pee. Go! Why do you prolong my torture?
Okay.
Okay.
We're going up.
Okay, so we're going to level 6. Everybody?
Wait, I didn't tell you what I thought about The Mad Wife.
Oh yeah, tell us your final thoughts.
My final thoughts. I think that The Mad Wife was a really well done book. I thought the prose was actually quite nice. It was a solid contemporary fiction novel. I think that the final reveal was left something to be desired. But I think the overall commentary and the overall journey you went on was a pleasant read.
Got it.
Okay.
I realize now why it shut off. There's a timer going
Yeah.
up here, and you just have to click this button to add more time, so I added more time.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to level 6.
This is when it starts to really hurt.
3, 2, 1.
You got this.
And now it's constant.
Yeah,
now we feel it.
And it hurts. And
it's not a hurt yet. He says at the highest pitch his voice can reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I was on a 6.
Yeah.
It did not hurt.
It's if you see me like doing a little bit of that, it's because I'm trying to compensate for
when you were on the 5, you were holding your tummy.
Well, I was holding my tummy because I wanted to feel it bouncing.
Bouncing around.
Okay, I think I read this next. There's a book that
that was fun.
That I gave to Sierra.
That.
Thank you. You guys want to see the flip? I did like this. There's a book that I gave to Sierra after I read, and I either read it right before or right after this. But this is Madonna in a Fur Coat by Sabahattin Ali.
Is it jumping or is it hurting?
It's doing everything. This is a book that Sierra already read.
Did I talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in Turkey, and we follow this man he's a Turkish man, and he leaves home and he goes to Germany for a little bit, just to like live his life. He's been obsessed with the arts and he wants to like be somewhere else. Hold on, let me backtrack. We follow this man who is so uninteresting.
Okay. I didn't want to tell you this, but like, remember when
you said it.
Yeah. Okay.
We start off following this man, and you're like, "What? I don't care."
But the prose was nice.
It was.
So I was like, wherever this is going.
Correct.
Curious.
And it didn't last long enough to where I was like, "I'm gonna stop."
It actually ended right when I wanted to learn more about the next character.
Yes. And then we spend the rest of the book reading about that character.
Right.
So he meets this old man at work. And then he like gets to know this old man more, and then he like sits down and like gets the old man's story, and that's the man we follow for the majority of the book.
It's very writing from the 1940s, where the only way we can really get first person narrative is from a letter.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, literally yes. So that man, I don't remember any of their names, but he is Turkish, and he leaves Turkey to go to Germany, where he's like sitting in a museum. He falls in love with this painting. And
relate.
Yeah. And basically ends up meeting this woman in the museum, and they go on this long, like, romantic. It was really giving, and I wanted to say this and I'm happy I didn't forget. It was their like love stint was giving White Knights, where you fall like deeply in love with this person, and it feels so like maybe too good to be true, and it feels fleeting, but you're trying to hold on to every single moment you have together. And they're like in the streets of Berlin. I'm pretty sure it was Berlin.
I'm pretty sure it's Berlin.
And they're like running around together, and it's like, meet me tomorrow, will you? And it's like, of course I will, my love. Like that kind of vibe. And then you kind of, you know where his life ends. So you're trying to figure out the whole time the discrepancy between where he's at now and how he gets to where we know him to be. And that's kind of what you find out throughout the book. There was a big thing at the end. And I was like, whoa. And then a decision made after that big thing, and I was like, whoa.
I don't remember the decision, but I remember the big thing.
Yeah. I'll talk to you about it. Whoa, big underline.
Damn. It says damn.
I did write that in there. I like this a lot. I'm so happy I read it. It's a book that has been on my bookish radar for so long. Just like
really?
Around. Yeah.
It was not on mine. The bookseller said, "You're gonna like this," and I said, "All right," and
then
I bought it.
Yeah, and I really I enjoy the cover. It's a very firm book. It's hard to explain it to you now. It does honestly the flop not decent because it's so firm.
It's so firm.
The book feel.
I don't know how to explain it.
There's no way to explain it. But go to your local bookstore. You don't have to buy it. Just touch it, and no one will judge you.
Please.
But I think I gave it probably around a 4, maybe like a 4.25.
Yeah.
It's a very good classic. I think it is one of those like good classic depictions of love and like young romance. That's really like quintessential to the time period.
You gave it a 4.25.
Oh, good.
I gave it a 4.5.
Okay.
That feels good. That feels right. That feels right.
Yeah.
We often are 0.25 off of one another for books like this.
Yeah.
In either direction.
Yeah.
Often correlated with
how much it relates to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there was like some really good like feminist quotes and ideas that were in here, and I literally said, "Preach, Madonna."
That's funny.
Thanks. Okay, next.
The next book I read, which was such a surprise that I liked it so much, was Heart the Lover by Lily King.
Don't know what that is.
Lily King wrote
Oh my goodness.
Writers and Lovers.
Thank you.
which was really popular. And
I
I just
remember
never
that title.
got around to it.
Yeah.
And then I wanted a book that was written recently, and this was written in June of 2025, or like published in June 2025.
Nice.
Shorter.
Yeah.
Audiobook.
Yeah.
Available to borrow immediately.
Oh,
You
how
know?
long of an audiobook was it? 5 hours. That's
almost
nothing.
6.
Almost
Yeah,
6. Yeah,
it was perfect.
That's good.
And I loved this book.
Interesting.
So this book follows really one main character who she is in her 17th century literature class. You like kind of open up into the scene of these college students who are hanging out. I don't actually remember her name right now.
That's okay.
Because they nicknamed her Jordan, and now I don't really
that's
remember
not
her real name.
Oh.
Anyway, Jordan, her fake name, is with Sam, but she gets to know his roommate Yash, and you kind of get like this feeling like, oh, maybe like they would be a good vibe, and then you kind of follow her and a love story. And I don't really typically like romances, right? And I don't know if I would call this a romance because it's really sad, but
It can be.
it doesn't categorize it as a romance. It categorizes it as sad. So maybe that's accurate. But I typically don't like the trope of missed opportunities. And I think it did it so well. It did it the most accurate way to this type of timeline. Like, there's different ways that I think missed opportunity can happen in real life.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the ways. And I thought that the writing was beautiful. And that there were such real moments embedded in the writing. There were one too many literary allusions for me. I was like, another one. I mean, to be fair, the main character is a writer.
Oh,
so, like,
okay.
it's probably normal for literary allusions to pop up in normal conversation all the time. It just got to a point where I was like, I feel like you're showing off, Lily. Like, I feel like you're flexing on us a little. But I do... On the flip side, I really did enjoy those literary allusions. There were times where I really could understand better what she was getting at because of the way she described it with just a quick throwaway line about some other allusion, other book, other narrative that made me suddenly go, oh, I understand exactly what you're talking about now.
I get it now.
Yeah, so maybe it was a good thing anyway. There was a lot of them. And I had a great time with the book. It was such an easy listen, felt honest.
Nice.
So solid contemporary novel.
Yeah, you gave it a 4.5. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because I had a great time. You know how sometimes you're not looking for a book to be the best book?
Yeah.
You're looking for a book to do really good at what it set out to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it accomplished. So that's why I gave it a 4.5.
That's good. I think sometimes when I go into a book looking for it to be the best book, and I get more disappointed, and I was like, the book never promised me that.
Right.
Yeah. I did that to you.
Sometimes... And I often go into the posture that I just described.
Yeah.
And when I find the best book, what it feels like, it's like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Which I haven't... I've had good reading.
Yeah.
Really good reading.
Yeah.
But I haven't had, like, the best book in a while.
Yeah, it's because the best book is A Little Life. What? I can't. I mean, yeah. Well, I think next for me is Agua Viva. I am going to raise this up to a 7.
You're going to be okay.
I'm going to be okay. Just take a deep breath.
This is when it got bad for him, though.
Okay. Okay, and we're fine. It's really okay. I find that when I'm not talking is when I feel it more. So when you're talking, I'm saying they're like... Anyway, Agua Viva by Clarice Lispector. I would have it, but Sierra has it. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
You'll see it probably in the next wrap-up.
That book was also a fever dream.
That's why I actually haven't read it. I'm not ready for a fever dream right now.
How do I explain this? Somebody in the comments was talking about it, and they're like, some people are like, you have to read it, and some people like hated it. Girl, what are you doing?
Okay. Real talk. I'm going to read it soon, so I didn't want to listen to what you had to say, so that way I didn't...
We're here talking to the people. And usually when you're on the phone, you're on Storygraph. When I tell you she was straight up scrolling through notifications...
I have a lot!
I looked over and I was like, what do you think we do here? I don't know. What kind of operation do you think we're running?
It's so real. I feel
Anyway. Now that I have your full attention, I'm sorry, guys.
I'm
Apparently,
so sorry.
Sierra has better things to look at.
I think I'm stressed that I didn't work enough today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, where was I? Agua Viva by Clarice Lispector, A Fever Dream, 'twas. There's no story. She's not telling you a story. Don't go looking for a story.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
She is an artist, like a painter, and she has decided to write. Mm-hmm. Period. Just write.
Oh.
And I'm not saying like she's taking up writing like in this book.
She
like,
just decided to write.
She just decided to write.
I get that.
And it's as if here's how I kind of thought about it. And then I'll explain like the deeper meaning I think that's behind it. It's as if I decided to take some drugs. And then just you put a pen in my hand and let me go. That's what the book felt like.
I'll be curious if I feel the same way.
Whereas like when I Sing Mountains Dance had a story through it, this was like it was very meta, and it was talking about like there's a lot of times where she's like, I'm not telling you a story.
She says that?
Yeah. She's like, I'm just writing. Like I'm just sitting here and I'm writing things down, and she talks about the idea of like reining in her brain, and how like writing is such a different art form than painting, and how like she has no like agenda. She's just writing.
I like that.
And it's fine, but I can't remember things specifically.
I feel like you rated it pretty high though.
Did I?
Maybe I made that up.
Did I?
Keep going.
A 4?
Yeah.
I would change that now.
Oh, okay.
I would change that now to probably like a 3.25.
One of our viewers gave it a 2.5.
Yeah. I think I would change it now to like a 3.25 because I think it is good for a specific audience. No, and I can see it. I can see the deeper meaning behind it, and I think I was trying to make myself see it when I gave it a 4. I was like, yes, the art, it's in there. And it probably is, just not for me. Thinking about it now, in hindsight, in retrospect, I'm like, it is probably very foundational to an idea of literature. And actually, I won't even say probably, it is foundational to the idea of literature and what writing at its core is. I will give it that. However, I didn't need to read it.
I might love it then.
You might love it. I think I won't say I like fully understand and like have this widespread understanding of what the art of writing is, but I don't think I needed to read her perspective on it.
I think that makes sense.
In that way. Yeah, so okay, that was that.
Then I'm curious about my experience of it.
Yeah, but that's not to say, obviously I'm not saying don't read it, and it's really short, so like pick it up, grab it.
I'm down to 2 books, and I don't know what order to do them in.
Okay. Think fast, because I'm in pain.
You don't have to keep going.
It's too late to bail now. Keep going.
Okay.
We power on.
We get to celebrate! Burr, 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 burr.
You finished Braiding Sweetgrass.
3 years in the making.
Wow.
I have finished Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. We did it.
We're so proud.
Yeah. I couldn't give it 5 stars because it took me 3 years. Because it was difficult to get through sometimes.
And you know what? That's okay.
Like, I really did try sometimes, and I was like, actually, it is just too dry for me right now.
Okay.
And it is a long book.
It is long.
If you don't know, then you're probably new here, and welcome. But Braiding Sweetgrass is a nonfiction book by Robin Wall Kimmerer, who shares indigenous practices around nature and the reciprocity between oneself as a human and all of nature and all of the interconnectedness.
Yeah.
In combination with her PhD that describes the scientific reasoning for those indigenous practices in retrospect.
Yeah.
A perfect, not novel, a perfect book for someone like me.
Yeah.
But it was sometimes a little bit too long in a chapter. And I was like, we've been talking about Marsh for 15 minutes.
And that's because Marsh is so important.
What was really fun, there was a chapter towards the very end on salamanders.
I love the salamander chapter.
It was so good.
It's the one that always comes to mind first when I think of that book.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Stay for the salamanders. Read the whole thing for the salamanders.
Yeah, maybe jump to the salamanders if you don't think you're going to read the whole thing.
No, I actually think the whole thing is worth it.
I would 100%.
Yeah, I think that it's a book that now that I read, I have the physical copy, and I think it's a book that I would go back to and open different chapters depending on what I wanted to reflect on. So I do think that it's worth the read.
You don't sound convinced.
I do. It took me 3 years,
It did take you 3 years.
I started this book in November 2022.
Yeah.
And it is December 2025.
Yeah, and somewhere in that span, within the space of maybe a month, I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did listen to it, which was different.
I listened to it in the end.
Oh.
I bailed on reading it. I got through 38% of the book, and I listened to the rest.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we both listened to the majority of the book.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Which I think was
100%.
like a very good way for me to take it in, because at times it felt like a documentary, like kind of like in a podcast form, where I was just sitting down listening to thoughts on nature and reciprocity and how to better interact with the world around us and the people around us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And there's some things I just didn't know about nature that were pretty dope to learn.
That's so true.
And I forgot them.
No.
Except for the rods and cones thing.
That's true. The routes and codes things. Yeah, you did.
I talk about it all the time.
You
How
did.
our eyeballs can only see certain things in nature.
Yeah.
Purples and yellows. Like, it doesn't make sense to our brain as much unless it's in nature. So asters are a prime example.
Asters.
What's your next book? You gotta go up.
We're going up to level 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
No,
Did you miscalculate?
I think I miscalculated. No, you miscalculated.
You should have 2 more books.
I have 2 more books, but it goes up to 10.
Uh-huh.
You see the issue? Quick math says we're missing something.
So just go up when I go to my next book.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, that's so fine. We're going up to 8. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
The way my abs
for
did
you.
the thing, it
Yeah.
felt like, you know, in Captain America when he comes out of the machine and it basically starts you on his abdomen, that's how it felt for my abs. You know?
It starts him on his abdomen?
Like, the shot starts. It's like he comes out of the machine and it's like, is he alive? And it's like zooms in on his body.
The shot. The
Yeah,
actual,
the shot.
not the shot.
No. That's fair, because there is a shot. Yeah, okay. My next book
Confused.
is lovely. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This book is so good. I genuinely think this will be a modern classic. Oh, my Lanta. We follow Charlie, who is entering his first year of high school, his freshman year of high school, and he decides to start journaling to an anonymous reader about his experiences and things he's nervous about, and like the fact that he is nervous that he won't make friends, and he had some friends that are just out of his life, is what I'll say. And if you know, you know. And then other friends that are out of his life for different reasons, and he's kind of going into freshman year lonely. And then he finds this group of misfits, essentially, and they accept him into the fold, and he kind of comes into his own as a part of the group. They're all older than him. A lot of them are going to college after this year. So there's a sense of this isn't a long-term solution. Like, what are you going to do when all these friends leave and go to college and whatnot? But yeah, he's writing these letters, and he starts all of them by saying, "Dear friend," and he ends all of them by saying, "Love always, Charlie." And we follow him throughout the entire year. He falls in love. There's a gay character, and we get to experience what he's going through and how that affects Charlie's relationship and thoughts he's having. We also deal with Charlie's family life and kind of learn a little bit of Charlie's background. You kind of know from reading his perspective that there's something going on in his brain and something probably in his past. We don't know what it is, but it's this lingering thing, and you find out later. And it's such a good coming of age story, a good book on adolescence. If you've ever heard the phrase "I feel infinite," it comes from this book, unless it came from something before this.
I've never heard that phrase.
It's from the movie. A lot of times it's one of the main quotes, so you'll hear it over a TikTok or things like that. But yeah, it's so good. The movie's also really good. It's got Emma Watson. Logan Lerman is the main character. He's Charlie. I watched it earlier in life. Percy Jackson. Yeah, good job. Not the new Percy Jackson, the original Percy Jackson. I watched it earlier in life, and I definitely did not pick up on all of the things that were happening in this book. It is beautiful. I think it's going to be something that people end up reading in school going forward. It's one of those. Highly recommend. If we ever do a video on modern classics, you will see this book in it.
I like that idea. Us making up what we think should be modern classics.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Books like we're predicting will be modern classics. Yeah.
Or predicting.
Yeah.
I just want it to be like, we think that these are modern classics.
You want make believe. I want prophecy.
Fair enough. Yes. Categorize it as such.
Yeah. So, and I got this copy at the Strand, and I love that it's like a little journal, and it feels really nice. It's got a typewriter on the front, and if you know why that's important. Great movie.
The next book
I gotta go up. This is your last one?
Mm-hmm.
And we're okay. Yeah, every time it's going to be... As my body engages. Go ahead.
Are you sweating?
Of course I'm sweating.
Are.
Girl, I'm damp as hell.
And you gotta keep that in.
I want you to know that when we paused the last time and I sat back in this seat, I was like, yeah, that's moist. No, so we're gonna let that air out when we leave.
That's so funny.
Okay.
The next book I'm going to talk about is one of the last books I read. Like, I finished it 2 days ago,
nice.
And I'm still thinking about it.
I mean, it was only 2 days
I
ago.
think I love it.
You're allowed to love it.
Okay. It's fantasy.
Who is this?
And she's shocked by her love of it.
Yeah.
And that's The Will of the Many by James Islington.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce that. Okay, this book came from this Australian author who writes about capitalism like he's living in the U.S.
They have capitalism in other places.
They do have capitalism in other places.
Specifically in Australia.
That is so true. And it's actually not just about capitalism. I think it does... Okay, let me back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You follow an orphan, who you pretty much learn his story quite quick and upfront. But he is an orphan who is making his way, trying to survive by like participating in fights underground.
Oh, yeah.
He's sick. You're like, why is this kid so good?
He's sick.
I'm like channeling my 17-year-old boy, and I'm doing a bad job.
He's dope, dude.
Anywho, so he's like this really cool fighter. Pretty immediately.
The time was gonna run out.
Okay.
I'm not cheating. Don't worry.
I'm not thinking that you're cheating. No. You just got.
It had 4 minutes left, and I was like, "That's not enough."
Yeah. So pretty immediately, you learn about different characters. You learn about something called will. So it's called will because that is the magic system that we have here. And so essentially you learn that people seed will in order to power different things and imbue different things. There's people who are seeding will, and that's what powers those different levels and the people at that level of hierarchy.
Okay.
The whole world is called like the hierarchy.
Oh, got
and
it.
Katin is the empire that kicked everyone else out of their previous empires.
Whoa.
And you learn that pretty quickly. You learn that there were like these different lands and Katin took over.
Classic.
Kind of like the Romans when they did their sweep. It feels like that.
I thought you were going to say America again.
No.
Okay.
No, this actually felt very Roman in the way that they expanded and just kind of were like, and you're Roman now.
Yeah, that's
we're
so
good.
true.
You're good. You're literally fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You can do whatever you want, but you're Roman.
Okay, so the Katinan Republic is the hierarchy, and they rule the world now, but they do not know everything, is what it says on the back. And I think that is very interesting because your character, Vis, goes on a journey because, quite literally...
There was a fly, and it escaped me. He's in my leg hair!
Where?
He's gone now.
I would have slapped you. I would have slapped it. I see it now.
I see it.
It's on your leg.
Is it?
Ah! Sorry, I got it, though.
Did you?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, good job! Not only am I dealing with period cramps, she also hit me.
But I told you I was going to do it.
I know. I didn't expect it to land back on my leg. It's probably because I'm so stinky now. I'm sweating so much. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is commissioned quite literally because the hierarchy doesn't know everything.
Okay.
And so you follow him as he has to figure things out.
Okay.
So it's like a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a journey. Yeah. We go to an academy.
Love it.
Dark academia vibes galore.
Yeah.
And I had a great time.
Wow.
It was easy to read.
Yeah.
The words on the page flowed beautifully.
Nice.
The world building wasn't 20 chapters long at the beginning. You jumped right into the world.
Nice.
And I didn't have to figure much out because this story, I feel like, pulls from Greek, Roman, Egyptian lore of old, but then puts it in a world where none of that really matters. Like, it's not Earth. And it might be, but it doesn't feel like we have the same history.
Got it.
Does that make sense? And then there is a twist at the end that I immediately wanted to read book 2.
Whoa, and I think you will.
And so, you know what? I might buy the hardback.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I think
in the
think
comments.
she will. No, yeah.
Tell me whether or not I should buy the hardback. I have a gift card, but I could use that for other things. I don't like hardbacks, and that is what's hurting me.
You did this earlier. When you said something about like dust on your hardback, and I called you out, and I was like, I didn't like on your hardback. And then you said, I don't like hardbacks.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, she wants a softer person. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm trying to talk to deal with the pain.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I can't remember what I was saying though.
You want the hardback.
Oh yeah. Do you think that I should buy it? Or should I wait 8 weeks to get it from the library on digital? Or like 15 weeks to get it in person from the library in hardback? Or do I buy the hardback now?
Buy it. Well, maybe not buy it. No, yeah, buy it now. Because you can't get on from the library. Buy it now. I feel like with books like this, it's so much better to stay in the universe.
But the third and fourth one don't come out for years.
And that's fine. And then you can get back into it. But like, if the series is available, I try to stay in the universe. Like, maybe I'll do a book in between, but I want to stay like immersed.
Yeah. Oh, also one of the things that I really liked about this was there were twists, right, as a fantasy novel does.
Yeah.
I really actually liked them for 2 reasons. One, I think the author brought you so into their world that you're just enjoying the characters that when the twist comes, it's like, oh, I didn't see that coming, not because it wasn't obvious, but because I was enjoying the book so much.
That's good.
So I liked that.
That's good.
And then I feel like I was like, oh, that was kind of obvious, or like a pretty like clear anticipated twist.
Yeah.
But I didn't anticipate it, so it was really cool to look back in retrospect and be like, oh, these are all the things that you set up so that it doesn't feel like out of the blue.
Yeah.
I loathe when fantasy novels are like, here's a thing that we never talked about, and suddenly this character can do this thing.
Yeah,
and you're well, now that changes the rules of everything and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But every twist was set up.
Nice.
So you could probably predict it, but it's okay because it all makes sense.
Guys, this is a foundational moment. This is really big because I knew there was a fantasy girl in Sierra.
Aww.
I knew, and I was like, she just has to find something to get her in there, a little gateway drug, if you will. And this is it.
I think this is going to be a fantastic movie. I think it's a better book.
Wow.
Yeah.
This
I get it now.
This makes me so happy. This is one of the first times where there's been a fantasy book that Sierra has told me to read.
That's true. I need to talk to him about it.
Yeah. Now we have to go from 0 to 10. So we're gonna do that. Ready? Mm-hmm. We're gonna count out loud. Everybody together.
Do we
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do we put it on for this last one with you?
No, you don't want to. 5.
I think it'd be funny.
6. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I farted now. So.
and she did fart. And this, folks, is what we call solidarity. Sierra, who experiences period pains on the norm. John, who has experienced it for the last 40 minutes.
Don't put this on the internet. Okay.
So now we're both at 6 together.
We're at 7.
We're at 6.
Oh, you turned it down. Okay.
I didn't. I just stopped at 6.
No, I turned it down.
Oh.
So you did.
Then maybe we're at 5, and I just can't count. Anyway.
No. What?
I never made it to 7.
I did.
And you turned it down?
No.
I did not turn it down.
Who turned it down?
I don't know.
The video footage will know. I said that.
Okay.
I said that.
7. 8.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Mm-hmm.
10. Okay.
It tickles.
Stop.
It does hurt a little bit.
This is a cramp.
This is a cramp.
This is a cramp.
I would say this is a cramp.
This is, and I told Sierra the closest I get to this exact feeling is, when you're running for a long time and you get like a side stitch. that kind of cramp, that's what it feels like to me. But
yeah, I agree.
Forever and on
and
both sides.
Not here, like not in this part. Like I feel
no,
like
yeah,
the side
it's like
stitches up here.
fair.
And then I get my cramps here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're cramping, and I'm doing this with you for your final book.
You didn't have to.
I wanted to show the people.
Wow. Oh, that you're gonna be okay, and I'm gonna struggle.
No, that, like I didn't give up. Like I didn't just like chicken out or
sure.
whatever.
It's because you farted, and now we're safe.
No, genuinely, like the gastrointestinal challenge has passed. So,
that was her challenge. Was not farting for the video. My challenge was this the whole time.
Yeah.
And now we're here together.
And I didn't fart in the video.
The last and final book is The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wong. Wow. Okay. There's so much to say about this book, and I'm going to try to be succinct and not spoil anything.
Ooh, I just got a cramp.
Oh.
That was good.
Okay. But crazy reaction.
It's just fun to have data. To be like, a 10 is this in my life.
So, the Sword of Kaigen is a place, and I thought the whole time it was going to be a person. The Sword of Kaigen is a place.
I thought we knew it was a place.
From the back, we knew it was a place, but I still expected it to be like, and you are the Sword of Kaigen. No. So, we are in this world, and what the back says is like, it's a combination of the Poppy War and The Last Airbender, as in Avatar The Last Airbender. I haven't read the Poppy War, but I know a lot about The Last Airbender. So, let me break down that part. We have waterbenders. We have firebenders. We have airbenders. No earth. We jump to wind. Sorry, that's the air. We jump to light. And then strength. Like people that can bend their strength. And then there might be one more. But we're dealing mostly with waterbenders. The people living in the Sword of Kaigen are part of the Kaigenese Empire. And the Sword of Kaigen is this grouping of islands that acts as the Empire's sword.
Oh, so like Kaigen isn't the place. It's the Sword of Kaigen.
Correct. The island is Kusanagi.
It is hurting now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. I'll try to talk faster.
No,
basically,
I'm fine.
Oh.
To be fair. I just was like, I think I'm like,
Anyway. So.
It's okay.
We follow the Matsuda family. That is like, the whole story is really about them. And originally, at the beginning of the book, we're following the son and the mom. The son's name is Mamoru, and the mom's name is Misaki. So they are what I'm gonna say are basically waterbenders. They live on this really like cool and cold mountain terrain, and their family is like the head family. And in certain families, they have very special techniques that only their family knows how to do. And in this one, it's something called the Whispering Blade, where they can produce a sword, a blade, out of ice that is strong enough to cut metal. So it's like, if you lose your sword, you're fine because you've perfected the Whispering Blade, but it like takes a lot of time and skill, and only like the best warriors can do it. At the same time, they're also very skilled with their swords, like samurai vibes. So that's the family we're dealing with. They're in charge. We have Mamoru, who's like 17-ish, and he is growing up, he's learning, and we have his mom, and his mom has her own backstory. There's a lot of crossing over ideas with The Last Airbender. If we know the city of Ba Sing Se, where they're like kind of brainwashed, and there's a whole war going on, but their whole thing is there is no war in Ba Sing Se. That's the vibe of our empire.
Whoa.
Yes. And there's a lot of other lands, and we don't honestly, as readers, get a lot of experience with the other lands. But some of our characters will tell us the experiences they had there. And that's all I'm going to say without giving it away.
Okay.
This book, at the beginning, and Sierra was there for me to witness this whole thing. It was so mid. I was like, this book has been hyped up for me for so long. Where is the hype? And then Sierra saw me realize the hype in real time. And I was like, oh my goodness, I get it. In a like kind of Game of Thrones sense, nobody is safe. None of your characters are guaranteed to live. There was a fight scene a battle scene that lasted about 200 pages. The book is like 600 pages, and it was so well choreographed. You got all the most important perspectives. It was so well described. It was when I decided Sierra couldn't read it. She has things with blades and bodies.
I can't do them.
She can't do them. But you watched Grey's Anatomy.
That's different. They're under anesthesia.
Fair.
It's knives on necks in violence. That
Okay.
really bothers me. That's it.
Okay, that's good to know.
Even blades on arms is less
okay.
intense.
Oh, okay.
Describing blade in hand, cut hand, feel sad.
Okay.
Feel pain.
Yeah, and there are like knives on necks. The whole
Knives
thing
on necks, too much.
the
Can't
whole
do.
thing is sword fighting. The way that like the bending system is described is really cool, and the fact that like even though we are on like the water bending land, we get to see like light bending, the wind bending, like all of that. Basically, fight scenes immaculate. It also is like we're on a very traditional village and land. We have modern day technology. There are planes, there are cars. This village, however, is very traditional, and that traditional ideology seeps down into the way they view marriage and the way they view the role of women in the household and women in community. And it really takes a big changing event to make them reconsider a lot of things about their empire, about their society, and about themselves, actually. This is all me trying to talk about it without giving things away because I can't spoil anything. I will say, read this book. Or read this book. I'm not as hype about it as Sierra is about The Will of the Many, but I'm close.
I mean, this is one of those books that I feel like is not, like, amazing.
Okay.
It was just such good. It was just good.
Yeah.
It was like, I just was enjoying my time the whole time, and that feels like a win.
Yeah. This just was a very good story. And I wrote this in my review on Storygraph. If Emma Wong so desired, she could take so much from this book and make it into a whole universe, kind of like what Brandon Sanderson has in his Cosmere, if she wanted to. But I also appreciate if this is like the one story we're gonna get.
Yeah.
But there's like side characters, there's whole like government operations, different like we don't know anything about like the Fire Nation, if you will. And you could easily, like, there's a character that disappears in part of the book, and you're like, and that's a whole book right there.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing now? Easily, like, and not only could she have a universe, it's a universe that I'm already, no offense to those people that are in the Cosmere, and Brandon Sanderson, he's doing his thing, whatever. I would be more interested in this universe, hands down. I've read one from each now, and this is a standalone. But I'm already so much more interested in reading more of this universe than I am about reading more of Brandon Sanderson's universe. That's just me. So read it.
I've decided I want to see this as a limited series.
It's upside down.
As a limited series.
Okay. Animated?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it could be. No, I actually think it'd be sicker with real people.
Okay. I say animated for this just because we've had 2 live-action adaptations of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we know what those look like.
Yeah, there's no bending in this.
Yeah.
There's some, like, magic and some, like someone eats a tree at some point, but, like, that's easy to do in post.
That sounds so painful.
Eating a tree?
Yeah.
They do it with the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeeting.
Eating a tree. Did you say eating a tree?
I thought eating a tree.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is there sci-fi elements in this? Because that thing is flying, no?
It is. It's being powered by will.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
In fact, the will of many. Because if you can't rely on one source of will in order to, like, if that pyramid falls, then it would crash the ship. And so it has to be the will of the many. Kind of like diversifying your assets.
It was so cool that he made it more boring.
Yeah, no, it is quite interesting. I need you to read it so we can talk about it.
I was happy that we both read really big books at the same time together.
Yeah.
Because this had been on my shelf since Bermuda. But yeah, that's it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dink.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Honestly, I think I'm handling 10 better than I did last time.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're getting used to it.
I think I'm getting used to it. I am sweating profusely.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really upsetting. I'm going to change as soon as we turn off this camera. I don't like being moist.
There is like a thing that happens with this specifically where you're not perspiring. You're like water is emerging from your pores.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
slowly
Which is
and
sweating.
No, but like in the most small dollops I've ever seen.
It's small, but mighty.
Yeah, like, I can see it right now on your leg.
Yeah, I'm shining.
And like, yeah.
No, I'm shiny.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's not like to the point where I'm like wiping it off of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like sweating from sports. It's just like a layer of water is slowly being pushed out of my body.
Yeah, exactly. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
But you are doing better. Like the last time we were doing this,
I was writhing.
in pain.
Correct.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Maybe it's like the setting we have it on. You know how there's like different. Oh my goodness!
You damp.
There's a whole like strip of water from my body. Oh, it started all the way over. Whoa! That's just different entirely.
That is different. A different setting.
That's a different. It's worse.
Hurts.
It's worse. It's worse.
cramping.
Okay, we're gonna go back. Okay, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what books you're reading and what you thought about these books. We're really excited. I'm excited because the holiday break is coming up and we get to read
You're
more.
talking so fast.
That was a shock to my system. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Have a good holiday. We love ya. Sorry about saying the kiss on the forehead thing last time.
Bye.
See ya.